What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you all are having a great day. For today's video, I want to talk about the NFL record of QBs taken in this year's NFL draft. Let's get into it. So obviously, there was a lot of talk about the quarterbacks going into this draft. It was going to be quarterback-heavy draft. This is going to be one of the best drafts in a while. It's been a while since we've had this star-studded of a draft. We had 8 quarterbacks taken in this year's draft, starting with obviously Trevor Lawrence went to Jacksonville with his guy, Travis Etienne, and a few others from. They had a good draft. You know, Jacksonville had a great draft starting with Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, all that. But obviously their franchise quarterback that they got is Trevor Lawrence. How can they build throughout that is to be told. But I think they're going to do a good job of building him in the future in Jacksonville. Looks very bright at the quarterback position and a lot of other positions as well. Do I think they're contenders? Probably not in the first year, but definitely in the years to come because they have great coaches and they're going to build something great in Jacksonville. I just know it because it's a beach city. Everyone wants to go to the beach, so they'll attract some good free agents. And then the second one was Zach Wilson out of BYU. He was drafted to the New York Jets. As many of you know, no one really knew about him last year, but then this year he came on the scene when he lit up teams with BYU. Now there's a lot of a lot of drama around him because not a lot of people, they didn't really play anyone. You know, the best team they played was Coastal Carolina, and they lost, and he didn't really look good. So that's going to come back to haunt the Jets if they pick the wrong pick, and if they traded Sam Darnold for nothing. I mean, that's going to hurt them. But they're going to find out one way or another when he steps out there week 1. See what he can do, and if they have the right weapons around him where he can compete in the right way to get them to that next level, it's just another truth to be told. You know, do I think they can do it? Probably a 10% chance, but you know, we'll see. Obviously, the Jets, I don't like their chances of competing. You know, they're still way away from competing for anything. They'll be one of the top 3 picks next year again, so we'll probably have this same discussion. But as of now, yes, Zach Wilson is their quarterback to the Jets. And the third quarterback taken off the board was Trey Lance. He was drafted out of North Dakota State to San Francisco. Obviously, a lot of drama there with Jimmy Garoppolo. Is he going to be the starter? Is Trey Lance going to be the starter? Who's it going to be? They're going to battle it out. It's just like when Jimmy G was in New England with Tom Brady, you know. Obviously, way different talent bar here. I mean, Trey Lance has to beat out Jimmy G. But I think he will end up being the week 1 starter. I think it will be Jimmy Garoppolo just because he's the veteran. And Trey Lance is only 20, so they don't want to put him out there too early in his career, and then he does bad, and then his confidence goes down. So I'm sure they'll keep Jimmy G out there, and plus it'll motivate him to play better, knowing that he has a young quarterback behind him that's a 3rd overall pick. So that's for the San Francisco 49ers. That's what they have there. And then the 4th quarterback was Justin Fields. He was taken by the Chicago Bears out of Ohio State. I think that's a great fit for them. They needed a tough quarterback. You know, Trubisky just wasn't it. He was a bust out of North Carolina. They took him way too early. They got rid of him. And then they got Andy Dalton, a good veteran. I knew he wasn't going to be. I knew they were going to draft a quarterback right when they got him. You know, they needed a young quarterback to come in there to fall behind. Now, I do think he'll start. Andy Dalton will start week 1. Just same thing with San Francisco, just to warm him in, warm the young guy into the spot. But Justin Fields will be the quarterback at some point next season. And I do think they'll be a contending team. You know, they'll be in the mix, especially if Green Bay gets rid of Aaron Rodgers. You know, they'll be in that mix to be one of the top teams in their division. And then the 5th one, obviously Mac Jones, taken by the Patriots. The first time Bill Belichick has taken a first-round quarterback since Drew Bledsoe. We'll see how it works out. You know, I think Cam Newton will still be the starter, as many people think he will. You know, he's a veteran. He's proven himself. He's an MVP. He'll definitely be the starter, but Mac Jones will be right behind him, fighting for that spot. I do think he's a little overrated. That's just my opinion. But Cam Newton will be the starter week 1. Mac Jones will follow behind him. And I didn't mean Cam Newton was overrated. Mac Jones is overrated from Alabama, in my opinion. But yeah, Cam Newton, week 1 starter for the Patriots. My prediction, Mac Jones will be there probably next year or years to come, somewhere in that mix. And then it just went down the line from there. Davis Mills from Stanford went to Houston, presumably because Deshaun Watson, no one knows what's happening there. if he's going to play or not, if they'll trade him, who knows. So they drafted a quarterback to be safe. And that franchise is going downhill anyways. No one knows what's going on with it. And then Kyle Trask was taken by Tampa Bay. He's going to be the quarterback that plays after Tom Brady. We'll see how he learns, how he develops, if he'll develop like Jimmy G did when he was behind Tom Brady. We'll see how that goes with Tampa Bay. And then Kellen Mond went to the Minnesota Vikings. That's a good fit. You know, he was a great player at Texas A&M. And I can't wait to see him have a great, NFL career. He'll probably be a backup most of his career, but we'll see how he goes. He's a great young player in college. And then the last one was, who was the last one? Help me remember. Davis Mills. I said Davis Mills. I don't know the last one off the top of my head, but I know I'll remember soon enough. But that's for today's quarterbacks. I just wanted to talk about all the quarterbacks that were picked in this draft and how they played out throughout the night. And when I remember, I'll put it down in the comment section below. But there were 8 quarterbacks taken in this NFL draft, the most ever. So if your team drafted a quarterback, let me know. Let me know how you think your team's gonna do. And other than that, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Peace.